What is MBSE? Explain for beginners. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to explain what MBSE is in plain language for absolute beginners. If you heard the term but aren't quite sure what it means or why it matters, you're in the right place. Why are we talking about MBSE? Before defining MBSE, it helps to understand why people started talking about it. Systems today are getting more complex with more software, interfaces, and stakeholders involved. Traditionally, we've relied on documents to manage that complexity, but documents are hard to keep in sync. MBSE is one way teams try to stay aligned as systems grow more complex. The problem with traditional documents. In traditional approaches, systems information lives in many different documents. Requirements might be in one file and designs in another. When changes happen, they don't always propagate everywhere they should. Over time, teams can begin interpreting things differently, even when working towards the same goal. MBSE stands for Model-Based Systems Engineering. Instead of relying only on documents, teams can use models to present system information. Over time, those models become the main source of truth for understanding the system. What do we mean by a model? When we talk about a model, we don't just mean a picture or a diagram. A model is a structured representation of the system. It shows relationships and connections and helps teams understand how different parts fit together. MBSE versus traditional systems engineering. MBSE doesn't replace systems engineering, it's still the same discipline. The difference is where information lives. Traditional system engineering is document centered, while MBSE is model centered. The goals are the same, but the approach is different. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine a system like an unmanned aircraft. In an MBSE approach, requirements are linked directly to components in the model. If a requirement changes, you can quickly see which parts of the system are affected. Organizations use MBSE for several reasons. It improves traceability, helps teams communicate more clearly, reduces inconsistencies, and allows issues to be identified earlier in the life cycle. Common beginner misconceptions. A common misconception is that MBSE is just System L or just a tool. In reality, MBSE is an approach. Tools support the work, but they don't replace systems thinking or engineering judgment. What you'll learn next. In the next videos, we'll look at common MBSE diagrams, how requirements fit into models, and the roles and workflows you'll see on real programs. The goal is clarity, not overwhelm.